In the dead of night, under the watchful gaze of a silver moon casting an ethereal glow upon the ancient ruins of Earth, a small figure moved cautiously through the rubble-strewn streets. The air was heavy with the scent of decay, a poignant reminder of a once thriving civilization, now reduced to little more than a memory. The figure, a young human child named Arya, clutched a tattered blanket tightly around her trembling shoulders as she navigated the treacherous terrain. She had learned to move silently, to blend into the shadows, to avoid the probing eyes of the alien overlords who had enslaved her people. It had been years since the Galactic Empire had descended upon Earth, their massive ships blotting out the sun as they laid claim to the planet and all its inhabitants. The humans had fought valiantly, but their weapons were no match for the advanced technology of their oppressors. Now, they toiled in forced labor camps, their spirits broken, their hope all but extinguished. Arya had been just a child when the Empire had taken her from her family, tearing her from the only life she had ever known. She had watched in horror as her parents had been ruthlessly torn apart, their screams echoing in her ears as she was dragged away, a piece of her heart forever shattered. But Arya was not one to surrender to despair. In the darkness of the night, when the stars blinked overhead like distant beacons of hope, she whispered words of defiance to the wind. She vowed to never give up, to never stop fighting for freedom, for a future where humans could once again walk proudly beneath the sun. As she crept through the ruins, her keen eyes spotted a glimmer of movement ahead. She froze, her heart pounding in her chest, her breath catching in her throat. Had she been discovered? Was this the end of her desperate bid for escape? But as the figure drew closer, Arya saw that it was not one of the Empire's soulless drones, but rather a fellow human, a rebel, like herself. The newcomer's eyes gleamed with a fierce determination, and Arya felt a surge of hope blossom within her chest. "You're Arya, right?" the rebel whispered, his voice tinged with urgency. "We don't have much time. The Empire is tightening their grip on this sector. We need to get you out of here, now." Arya nodded, her eyes shining with determination. She knew that the road ahead would be perilous, that the odds were stacked impossibly against them. But she also knew that she could not turn back, that she could not let fear consume her. Together, Arya and the rebel slipped into the shadows, their footsteps silent against the cracked pavement. The night was alive with the hum of distant ships, the eerie glow of alien technology casting distorted shadows across their path. As they raced through the ruins, Arya felt a thrill of exhilaration surge through her veins. For the first time in years, she dared to believe that freedom was within her grasp, that the stars above held the promise of a new beginning. And so, with a heart full of defiance and a soul ablaze with hope, Arya ran, away from the ruins of Earth, away from the Empire's tyranny, and toward a future where humanity would rise once more from the ashes of its enslavement. As Arya and her rebel companion navigated the treacherous landscape of the ruined Earth, a sense of urgency fueled their every step. The rebel, a wiry man with weathered features and a grim determination etched into his expression, led the way through the maze of twisted metal and crumbling buildings. "We have to reach the underground resistance network," he whispered, his voice barely audible above the distant hum of Imperial ships patrolling the skies. "They'll help us find a way off this planet." Arya nodded, her eyes scanning the shadows for any signs of danger. The night was their ally, cloaking their movements as they darted from one shadowed alley to the next. The rebel moved with the confidence of someone who had evaded the Empire's grasp many times before, and Arya found herself placing her trust in his lead. As they approached a desolate sector of the city, the rebel suddenly dropped to the ground, pulling Arya down beside him. A trio of Imperial drones hovered overhead, their searchlights piercing the darkness like blades of light. "We need to wait until they pass," the rebel hissed, his gaze locked on the drones above. Arya felt her heart pounding in her chest, every nerve in her body on high alert. The Empire's drones were ruthless in their pursuit of escapees, their sensors capable of detecting even the faintest hint of human presence. Minutes stretched into eternity as Arya and the rebel remained motionless, their breath held in silent anticipation. Finally, the drones moved on, their ominous presence fading into the distance. With a silent signal, the rebel rose to his feet, motioning for Arya to follow. They continued their journey through the desolate streets, their path illuminated by the faint flicker of distant fires and the occasional glimmer of starlight breaking through the smog-choked sky. As they neared the outskirts of the city, the rebel slowed his pace, his gaze fixed on a crumbling structure ahead. "This is it," he said, his voice barely more than a whisper. "The entrance to the resistance network." Arya felt a surge of excitement mingled with apprehension as they approached the concealed entrance. The rebel tapped out a complex series of signals on a hidden keypad, and with a soft rumble, the door slid open, revealing a dimly lit tunnel leading into the depths of the earth. Together, they descended into the clandestine labyrinth, the air heavy with the scent of damp earth and ancient stone. The rebel led the way, his steps sure and confident as they navigated the twisting passages, the sound of distant voices echoing through the shadows. Finally, they emerged into a hidden chamber filled with a motley assortment of rebels, their faces grim yet resolute. Arya felt a surge of hope at the sight of so many humans united against the Empire, their eyes shining with the fire of resistance. "We've been expecting you," a grizzled rebel leader declared, his gaze locking onto Arya with a mixture of respect and determination. "Welcome to the resistance, Arya. Our fight for freedom has only just begun." As Arya stood among her newfound allies, surrounded by the flickering glow of 1,000 makeshift lanterns, she felt a sense of purpose settle deep within her soul. The journey ahead would be perilous, the challenges daunting, but she knew that as long as she stood united with her fellow humans, there was nothing they could not overcome. And so, with the strength of unity in her heart and the flames of rebellion burning bright in her eyes, Arya prepared to embark on a journey that would test her courage, her resolve, and her belief in a future where humanity would once again stand free beneath the stars. As Arya settled into her new role within the underground resistance, she found herself immersed in a world of clandestine operations, daring escapes, and covert missions against the oppressive rule of the Galactic Empire. The rebels worked tirelessly to outmaneuver their alien overlords, their every move calculated to weaken the Empire's hold on Earth and pave the way for a future free from tyranny. Under the guidance of the seasoned rebel leader, Arya honed her skills in reconnaissance, stealth, and combat, her determination unwavering in the face of danger. She trained rigorously alongside her fellow rebels, each one a testament to the resilience and courage of humanity in the face of overwhelming odds. One night, as a chill wind swept through the underground chamber, the rebel leader called a meeting of the resistance. Arya stood at the forefront, her gaze locked on the holographic map projected before them, detailing the Empire's key installations and strategic vulnerabilities. "We have a chance to strike a decisive blow against the Empire," the rebel leader announced, his voice tinged with quiet determination. "Our scouts have uncovered a weakness in their defenses, a supply convoy en route to a nearby outpost." Arya felt a surge of anticipation ripple through the room as the plan unfolded before them. It was a risky gambit, one that required precision, stealth, and unwavering resolve. But the rebels knew that the time for bold action had come, that the spark of rebellion burning within each of them demanded nothing less. Under the cover of darkness, the rebels set out on their mission, their footsteps silent against the Earth's scarred surface, their eyes fixed on the distant glow of Imperial installations. Arya moved with the practiced ease of someone who had spent years evading detection, her senses sharp, her will unyielding. As they neared the convoy's route, the rebels positioned themselves for the ambush, their weapons at the ready, their hearts pounding in anticipation. The convoy approached, its massive transport vehicles rumbling through the desolate landscape, their heavy turrets swiveling in search of potential threats. With a signal from the rebel leader, the ambush began, a flurry of blaster fire, explosive charges, and tactical precision that sent shockwaves through the Imperial ranks. Arya fought alongside her comrades, her every movement a dance of defiance against the oppressors who sought to crush humanity's spirit. Amidst the chaos of battle, Arya caught sight of a young human child cowering within one of the transport vehicles, her eyes wide with fear. Without hesitation, Arya sprang into action, her heart aching at the sight of another innocent life caught in the crossfire of war. She swiftly freed the child, ushering her to safety as the rebels continued their assault against the Imperial forces. As the dust settled and the last echoes of blaster fire faded into the night, the rebels stood victorious, their faces set in grim satisfaction. The convoy lay in ruins, its cargo destroyed, its escorts defeated. The Empire had been dealt a blow, one that would resonate across the stars, a testament to the indomitable spirit of humanity and their unwavering resolve to reclaim their freedom. As Arya stood amid the wreckage, her heart filled with a mix of triumph and sorrow, she knew that the road ahead would be fraught with danger, betrayal, and sacrifice. But she also knew that as long as she stood united with her fellow rebels, as long as the fire of rebellion burned bright within each of them, they would never stop fighting for a future where humanity would once again stand proud and free. In the aftermath of the daring ambush on the Imperial supply convoy, a sense of unease settled over the underground resistance network. The rebels knew that their actions had not gone unnoticed by the Empire, and they braced themselves for the inevitable retaliation that would come crashing down upon them with the fury of 1,000 suns. Days turned into tense nights as the rebels maintained a vigilant watch, their ears tuned to the slightest sound of approaching danger. Arya felt the weight of responsibility pressing down upon her shoulders, her thoughts consumed by the fear of what the Empire might unleash in response to their defiance. One fateful evening, as the moon hung low in the sky, a series of alarms shattered the silence of the underground chamber. The rebel leader's voice crackled over the comm system, his urgency palpable as he delivered the grim news. The Empire was mounting a full-scale assault on their hidden stronghold. As chaos erupted within the chamber, Arya sprang into action, her training taking over as she rallied her fellow rebels, guiding them to fortified positions and preparing for the onslaught to come. The air filled with the din of blaster fire, shouting voices, and the ominous rumble of approaching Imperial walkers. The Empire's forces descended upon the underground resistance with ruthless efficiency, their weapons unleashing devastation upon the rebels who fought bravely to defend their home. Arya stood at the forefront of the battle, her blaster flashing as she engaged the enemy with a fierce determination, her mind clear, her heart resolute. Amidst the chaos, the rebel leader called for a strategic retreat, his voice a beacon of guidance amidst the fray. Arya and her comrades fought a valiant rear-guard action, covering the retreat of their fellow rebels as they fell back deeper into the labyrinthine tunnels, the sounds of explosions and gunfire echoing in their wake. As the rebels regrouped in a hidden chamber deep within the earth, their numbers diminished but their spirits unbroken, the rebel leader's gaze locked on Arya with a mixture of sorrow and determination. "It's not over yet," he declared, his voice a steady anchor in the storm. "The Empire may have struck a blow against us today, but the fire of rebellion still burns within us. We will not falter, we will not surrender. This is only the beginning of our fight." Arya felt a surge of defiance rise within her, her resolve steeling against the looming shadow of defeat. The rebels gathered around her, their eyes alight with a shared sense of purpose, their spirits unbroken by the Empire's retaliation. As they prepared to continue their struggle against the oppressive forces of the Galactic Empire, Arya knew that the road ahead would be fraught with peril, sacrifice, and uncertainty. But she also knew that as long as she stood united with her fellow rebels, as long as the flame of rebellion burned bright in their hearts, they would never stop fighting for a future where humanity would rise once more from the ashes of tyranny, oppression, In the aftermath of the Empire's brutal assault on the underground resistance network, Arya and her fellow rebels found themselves scattered and hunted, their once secure sanctuary reduced to ruins. Disheartened but not defeated, they regrouped in the shadows of the Earth's scarred landscape, their spirits tempered by the flames of resistance that burned brighter than ever within their hearts. Driven by a fierce resolve to forge a path toward freedom, Arya and a small band of rebels embarked on a daring mission, an audacious plan to infiltrate an Imperial spaceport and seize control of a long-range transport vessel. Their goal was to escape the grip of Earth, to seek out allies among the stars, and to rally support for their cause against the tyrannical rule of the Galactic Empire. Under the cover of darkness, the rebels crept through the shadowed ruins of the once great city, their every movement a careful dance of stealth and precision. Arya moved with the confidence of someone who had faced the Empire's wrath and lived to fight another day, her determination unyielding as she guided her comrades toward their objective. As they neared the heavily fortified spaceport, Arya's pulse quickened with a mix of fear and anticipation. The odds were stacked against them, the Empire's forces formidable and unrelenting. But the rebels knew that they had come too far to turn back now, that the stars held the promise of redemption for a humanity yearning to be free once more. With their skills honed through countless battles and their spirits united in a common cause, the rebels launched their assault on the spaceport, their blaster fire lighting up the night like a fiery beacon of defiance. The Empire's soldiers fought back with a ferocity born of years of domination, their laser cannons scorching the earth with deadly precision. Amidst the chaos of battle, Arya and her comrades fought with a tenacity that belied the odds stacked against them. They overcame wave after wave of Imperial troops, their every victory a testament to the resilience and courage of humanity in the face of overwhelming adversity. As they seized control of a sleek transport vessel, its engines humming with anticipation of the unknown expanse of space beyond, Arya felt a surge of hope swell within her chest. The stars beckoned to them, their promise of freedom and redemption a beacon of light in the darkness of the Empire's tyranny. With a final battle cry that echoed through the cold void of space, the rebels blasted off from Earth's surface, leaving behind a world torn asunder by conflict and strife. Arya gazed out at the expanse of stars stretching endlessly before them, her eyes shining with the fire of rebellion, her heart filled with a sense of purpose that transcended the bounds of gravity and time. As the transport vessel hurtled toward the unknown depths of the cosmos, Arya knew that their journey was far from over. But with the strength of unity in their hearts and the resolve of warriors who had faced their darkest hour and emerged victorious, she and her fellow rebels boldly ventured forth into the unfathomable expanse of space, their destiny intertwined with the stars that whispered of freedom, redemption, and a future where humanity would once again stand proud among the galactic empires that dared to enslave them. As the transport vessel soared through the vast expanse of space, Arya and her band of rebels found themselves embarking on a journey fraught with uncertainty, yet filled with the promise of liberation. The distant stars twinkled like beacons of hope, their light casting a celestial glow upon the small band of humans as they ventured into the uncharted depths of the cosmos. Aboard the vessel, the rebels worked tirelessly to navigate the intricate web of hyperspace lanes, their destination a hidden outpost rumored to be a sanctuary for those seeking refuge from the tyranny of the Galactic Empire. Arya stood at the helm, her eyes scanning the swirling void of hyperspace, her mind a maelstrom of thoughts and emotions as she grappled with the weight of their mission. As the transport vessel emerged from the shimmering embrace of hyperspace, a sprawling space station loomed in the distance, its metallic spires glinting in the light of distant stars. The rebels approached cautiously, their hearts pounding in anticipation of what lay ahead. Docking at the space station, Arya and her companions were greeted by a diverse array of beings from across the galaxy, aliens of myriad species and backgrounds, united by a common cause, the fight against tyranny and oppression. The rebels were welcomed with open arms, their tale of resistance against the Empire met with nods of respect and solidarity. Among the station's inhabitants, Arya and her comrades found allies who shared their vision of a galaxy free from the shackles of tyranny. They exchanged stories of courage and sacrifice, of battles won and lost, of dreams of a future where all beings could coexist in harmony and freedom. Guided by their newfound allies, the rebels joined a burgeoning coalition of resistance fighters, each group sharing their knowledge, resources, and expertise in a united front against the Empire's encroaching grip on the galaxy. Arya immersed herself in the intricate dance of diplomacy, strategy, and combat, her leadership qualities shining through as she inspired her fellow rebels to stand strong in the face of adversity. As the coalition of rebels grew in strength and solidarity, whispers of hope spread like wildfire through the galaxy, igniting a spark of rebellion in even the darkest corners of the Empire's domain. The stars themselves seemed to echo with the triumphant cries of the downtrodden and the oppressed, their message of freedom resonating across the cosmos. United in their resolve and bound by a shared dream of a galaxy where all beings could live in peace and harmony, Arya and her fellow rebels set their sights on the horizon, their journey far from over. With each new star system they liberated, each planet freed from the Empire's tyranny, they inched closer to a future where humanity and its allies would stand tall and proud among the stars, their voices echoing with the defiant cry of freedom. As the coalition of rebels continued to grow in strength and determination, their efforts to liberate star systems from the clutches of the Galactic Empire reverberated across the galaxy like a thunderous roar of defiance. Arya, now a seasoned leader among the rebels, stood at the forefront of the galactic uprising, her resolve unwavering, her spirit unbreakable. The rebels launched daring raids on Imperial outposts, disrupting supply lines, freeing enslaved populations, and striking blow after blow against the Empire's forces. Arya's tactical brilliance and unwavering courage inspired her comrades, her leadership instrumental in turning the tide of the conflict in favor of the burgeoning coalition. With each victory won, the rebels garnered new allies, alien species, disenfranchised worlds, and former Imperial sympathizers who had seen the light of freedom shining bright amidst the darkness of oppression. Together, they formed a formidable alliance united in their quest to topple the Empire's tyrannical regime and usher in a new era of peace and cooperation among the stars. As the rebellion spread its reach across the galaxy, Arya and her comrades found themselves faced with battles of increasing magnitude and complexity. They engaged Imperial fleets in epic space skirmishes, launched ground assaults on heavily fortified strongholds, and engaged in political maneuvering to win the support of neutral factions. Amidst the chaos of war, Arya's commitment to the ideals of freedom and justice never wavered. Her every decision was guided by the belief that the galaxy deserved a future where all sentient beings could live in harmony, free from the yoke of tyranny and oppression. In a climactic showdown above the Imperial capital world, the rebel fleet clashed with the massive armada of the Empire, their starfighters weaving intricate patterns of fire and destruction against the backdrop of the inky void. Arya led the charge, her ship at the vanguard of the assault, her spirit a beacon of hope for all who fought alongside her. As the battle raged on, the tides of fortune turned in favor of the rebels, their unity and determination proving to be more powerful than the Empire's overwhelming military might. In a moment of triumph that echoed through the annals of history, the rebels emerged victorious, toppling the Empire's stranglehold on the galaxy and casting off the chains of oppression once and for all. With the Imperial fleet in tatters and their grip on power shattered, the rebels declared victory, their voices raised in a triumphant cry that reverberated throughout the galaxy. A new era had dawned, one where freedom, unity, and hope reigned supreme, where the stars themselves bore witness to the indomitable spirit of those who dared to dream of a better tomorrow. And as Arya gazed out at the vast expanse of the liberated galaxy, her heart filled with a mixture of pride and humility, she knew that their journey was far from over. For as long as there were beings in need of liberation, as long as there were injustices to be righted, the rebels would stand united, their resolve unshakable, their legacy echoing through the cosmos as a beacon of hope for all who sought a future, where the light of freedom shone bright and unwavering. With the Galactic Empire's grip on the galaxy shattered, and the rebels' victory resounding across the stars, Arya and her comrades found themselves faced with the monumental task of rebuilding and unifying a galaxy torn apart by years of conflict and oppression. The once enslaved worlds now stood free, their populations liberated from fear and tyranny, their spirits uplifted by the promise of a new dawn. Arya, now hailed as a hero and a symbol of hope, dedicated herself to the monumental task of fostering peace, reconciliation, and cooperation among the diverse array of species and factions that inhabited the galaxy. She traveled from system to system, forging alliances, mediating disputes, and laying the groundwork for a galactic council that would ensure the continued prosperity and harmony of the liberated worlds. As the galaxy emerged from the shadow of war, new challenges arose, rebuilding shattered cities, restoring ravaged ecosystems, and healing the wounds of generations scarred by conflict. Arya worked tirelessly alongside her fellow rebels, bridging divides, nurturing mutual understanding, and sowing the seeds of unity among those who had once been enemies. Amidst the profound transformations sweeping across the galaxy, Arya found solace in the knowledge that their sacrifices, their hardships, and their victories had not been in vain. The legacy of freedom they had fought so hard to achieve now stood as a beacon of hope for all sentient beings, a testament to the resilience, courage, and indomitable spirit of those who dared to dream of a better future. In a moment of reflection amidst the vast expanse of space, Arya thought of the countless lives touched by the rebellion, the children who now grew up in a galaxy free from fear, the elders who had witnessed the triumph of justice, and the warriors who had fought alongside her, their spirits forever intertwined in the tapestry of liberation. As she stood at the threshold of a new era, Arya knew that the journey ahead would be filled with challenges, setbacks, and trials. But she also knew that as long as the flame of freedom burned bright within the hearts of all those who had fought for a better tomorrow, the galaxy would always have a guiding light to lead it toward a future where all beings could walk in harmony, beneath the canopy of the stars. And as Arya looked out at the infinite expanse of the cosmos, her heart filled with a profound sense of gratitude, humility, and hope for the legacy of freedom that she and her fellow rebels had built, a legacy that would endure throughout the ages as is, a testament to the enduring power of unity, courage, and the unbreakable spirit of those who dared to dream of a galaxy where all could live in peace, side by side, under the boundless skies. As the echoes of the galactic reunion faded, and the galactic community continued to thrive in a new era of peace and prosperity, a sense of wonder and exploration swept through the cosmos. Humanity, the Zelthorians, and their alien allies charted new horizons, delving into the mysteries of the universe and uncovering hidden truths that stirred the very foundation of their understanding. Captain Sarah Reynolds, now an honored elder stateswoman of intergalactic diplomacy, watched with pride as the next generation of explorers and leaders embarked on expeditions that pushed the boundaries of knowledge and discovery. Her guidance and wisdom echoed through the corridors of the interstellar embassy, shaping the destiny of a galaxy on the precipice of endless possibility. Among the myriad civilizations that populated the cosmos, whispers began to spread of a cosmic phenomenon unlike any other, an enigmatic force known as the Celestial Symphony, a cosmic melody that resonated through the very fabric of reality, beckoning those who dared to unravel its mysteries. The Celestial Symphony was said to hold the key to the secrets of creation, a harmonious convergence of energy and matter that gave rise to the birth of galaxies, stars, and life itself. Its siren call drew beings from all corners of the cosmos, each one seeking to unlock the cosmic wonders that lay hidden within its ethereal embrace. Captain Reynolds and her allies, drawn by the allure of the celestial symphony, embarked on a daring voyage across the cosmic expanse, braving unknown perils and cosmic wonders that tested the limits of their knowledge and understanding. As they journeyed deeper into the heart of the celestial chorus, they encountered cosmic phenomena that defied explanation, wonders that whispered of the infinite possibilities that awaited them in the cosmic symphony. Through trials of courage, wisdom, and unity, they navigated the cosmic tapestry of the celestial symphony, unraveling its enigmatic melodies and unlocking the secrets of creation that lay hidden within its shimmering embrace. As they delved deeper into the cosmic harmonies, a sense of awe and wonder enveloped them. The cosmic forces swirled and danced around them, weaving a tapestry of light and energy that pulsed with the rhythms of creation itself. In a climactic crescendo that reverberated across the cosmos, Captain Sarah Reynolds and her allies bore witness to the cosmic symphony in all its splendor, a spectacle of light, energy, and harmony that illuminated the cosmos with a brilliance that transcended the boundaries of reality. Amidst the cosmic reverie, Captain Reynolds felt a profound sense of fulfillment and wonder wash over her, an appreciation for the cosmic tapestry that bound them all together, a realization that they were but fragments of a larger cosmic melody that echoed through the infinity of space and time. And as the echoes of the celestial symphony lingered in the cosmic expanse, Captain Sarah Reynolds gazed out at the infinite horizons of the cosmos, a sense of peace and unity engulfing her heart. The symphony of creation sang through the fabric of reality, a testament to the enduring spirit of harmony and interconnectedness that defined their journey among the stars. And as humanity, the Zelthorians, and the myriad alien civilizations reveled in the cosmic revelations that unfolded before them, bound by a legacy of courage, unity, and discovery, they knew that the future held an infinite array of wonders and possibilities awaiting them in the eternal dance of the cosmic symphony that resonated through the boundless expanse of the galaxy.